we're talking about, first time that you've ever been in that situation before.
Yeah, and you know, in the next 30 years will probably be the last, maybe once more, but not for maybe 30 more years. But no, you know, like I said yesterday at the radio show, and you know, I told the team that I let them down, and I wasn't there for them in the second half, and I wish I would have been. And it was one of those things where it just happened so quickly, and then it was done. And then I was sitting by myself in an empty locker room. Now what? And you know, it felt helpless not being able to be out there and help those guys. And so in that aspect, I really felt like I let them down. And you know, one of the things we talk about as a group is we want to stay in the battle and you know, keep fighting together. And I wasn't on the battlefield anymore. So, you know, the guys, you know, one of the things that I talk about a lot is I want us to be passionate about everything. You walk out on our practice floor and you have to walk across the passion line. And, you know, it's we come to work and we get to do this and we get to play basketball. Well, we better appreciate it. We better do it with passion and enjoy it. I don't care if it's a long season. I don't care if it's a long, you know, 4 years or whatever. You get this opportunity to do it. You better do it with everything you got. And you know, I'm fortunate. I have one of those jobs where I get it's not a job, it's a vocation. That's what, you know, the way I look at it, and it's something I live 24/7, and it's something I care about, and I care about these guys, and they know I'm going to fight for them. And in doing that, I went over the line. And once you cross that line, there's no coming back. Well, there was no coming back for me that day, so that was it. But you know, that's what we talked about yesterday as a team, and you know, it happened to Rod, same kind of thing, and you know, we dealt with it. It happened to me, and we talked about it and dealt with it. So I'll probably have some running to do at practice.
So I was going to ask. I remember
Yeah.
Coach Harsin saying that he was going to punish himself, but he wouldn't say what it was.
Yeah.
Are you of the mind that it's going to be a secret?
Oh yeah. I'll enjoy watching it. Yeah, they always do. But you know, they get it too. These guys get it, and you know, that's the other thing. I've always said that. You watch these football games and you tell these guys the same kind of message. You linebackers, I want you to go tear his head off, and well, if you hit him too hard though, you're ejected from the game, and you know, that kind of stuff. And it's a hard to walk that line sometimes. And I'm not making excuses for it, because I did. I went over the line, but you know, it was just like a 5-second bad decision, and that's what happens in competition sometime. And sometimes, you know, you gotta make sure that you're sticking up for your team and fighting for your team, and you know, that was the case. But like I said, it went one step too far.
What are you seeing from Utah State this year?
Yeah, they you know, this is a crazy league, because I think if you would have asked anybody outside the people that cover it, like you guys, and hey, Utah State's going to lose 3 in a row to, you know, early in the league, you'd be like, no way, there's no way. And because you know, they went and had a great preseason, they had great wins, and you know, even though they were down a soldier, and they've just done a terrific job. Shows you how hard it is to play in this league on any given night, on the road, at home, whatever. But they're still, you know, they still have their great nucleus. They still have great players. They know how to play. They play like a veteran team, which they are. You know, I mean, Sam Merrill's 2 years older than a guy who I've had for 4 years, Justinian. And I mean, that's what they bring. They bring tons of experience and age, and they know how to play. And they play together. And you know, last year it was a tough overtime loss, and you know, we missed some free throws down the stretch, and we were in a great position. But it was a heck of a battle, and so you know, we got to come out and battle tomorrow.
Well, why do you think they just maybe haven't been clicking on all cylinders like everyone thought they would?
Well, I just think it's, you know, globally to speak on it, in college basketball, you can't be playing your best from November to March. It's just, I mean, you're going to go through some ups and downs, no matter who you are. I don't care. You look at the best teams in the country, they go through ups and downs. And you're not going to play 31 A-plus games. You're probably going to play, if you play 30 games, you're probably going to play 8 to 10 A games and 8 to 10 CD games, and then the rest of them are mostly in the middle, really, of what you know, where you are. But maybe that's what they went through, is just a little bit of that, where it's, and then, you know, even they're adding back a good player. It's just like our deal with the boot. There's still an adjustment. Even if you're adding a great player, there's still, you got to figure stuff out, and they have to get into game speed and game, shape and all those kind of things that you're dealing with. So you just never know the inner workings of what's happening with the team.
I asked you last week about Alex and how he's accepting his evolving role.
Yeah.
Today I wanted to ask you about when he comes off the bench, how does he make this basketball team better?
Well, the one of the things that I love is I love to be able to okay, we can get an injection of offense, because usually you're subbing because things aren't going. I mean, there's a pattern to your subbing usually because of you're not going to play just 5 guys, but one of the things that you like is the injection of offense, and all of a sudden maybe you're struggling to score, and he creates things on his own by the way he puts on the floor. And the other night we put him in against UNLV's press. Boom, we had a special press drawn up kind of for him to handle it, and threw it up the side to him, and he went all the way, and in 5 seconds he scored a bucket. So instantly gives you some offense and some lift, and then the guys I think feel that too. So I just love having a guy like that coming off the bench. You look at a lot of history, like a lot of championship teams and teams that have won NBA championships. Vinnie Johnson, going back to Detroit Pistons, Vinnie Johnson, microwave would come and heat them up. And so as a coach, you just love to have a guy like that being able to come off the bench.